Okay, guys, welcome back. This is part 2. This is where we left off, turn 43. So in the first part we had a lot of discounting, what it is in general, and now we're gonna go to that second part. It's like, we could call it mid-game right now. So the things we did, right, in part 1 also, we built commercials, we discounted campuses, we built our government plaza, we had some kind of, setup here, you could call it. We're gonna have here more buff districts. We have a lot of good adjacencies already, right? We have a +2 already, we have a +4. We got here +4, right? We got also here some, I think it's a +3, yeah. And we already have kind of a good government, right? We have +9 on the campus card. We have production everywhere, and at the very moment we locked in a lot of settlers because we have the settler card in and we want to use it probably. So we're gonna build it in the best 3 cities that we do have, and we're gonna build like mass settlers because the card is like expensive to have here, right? Because I could also put something else in, like 30% production towards build. I don't want to put in a card that I only use for one city in best case scenarios, right? So right now we need to figure out where we want to go with our settlers, because we're gonna have actually a lot of it, right? And we want to figure out like how will our empire shape and what will we get, right? So in this scenario right here, we do have like a lot of freshwater settles left onto the right side, and then we do have a lot of coastals. There's also a city-state nearby that we could still kill, right, with maybe knights or a catapult or whatever. In multiplayer, there's generally the rule of thumbs that you can only take one city-state and you have to raise the others you can only keep one, basically, because it's too strong if you build just horses and run around and take every city-state. And it also slows down the game, and city-states then would be kind of, useless if everybody would do it. And that's also this part where we have to figure out like which city-state we want to go into. In this game, there's like particularly no real OP, let's say real broken city-state, because like there's no blue one that's really good, like Genevieve or a purple one like Ayutthaya or something, or Antananarivo, right? And I mean, Kabul is quite strong for war. It's really good. I mean, this is okay. Samarkand is just meh, and Venice is actually pretty good. And Brussels can be also really decent. But since it's a small map, there's only 5 city-states, I think. Maybe there are more. I don't remember if it's a 6-player map. We can look it up. It's a 6-player map, so actually there are some more CS. Maybe we see something more valuable. Okay, so in the next turns we wanna like achieve to settle the shit somewhere, a coastline probably to the left, and somewhere into the fresh space. We want to prefer to take the fresh ones first, and also for the coastal ones we do need celestial navigation, because we in no way we're gonna put down a city here with a really good commercial, right? There's no river, and the commercial in multiplayer gets adjacency bonus from city center and from rivers only. So you need actually to build a harbor, because it like a harbor like here on this spot would give me a +4, which is also really decent in terms of gold. And also thinking about the next age that will come up in 10 turns, which we are playing for actually, because we play pen and brush in the first era, so we get a lot of culture basically, and then we try to get theaters up and get some other income of culture. And then we want to go into free ink in the next golden age to get into science, but you will see it in 10 turns. So right now we're gonna go next turn. This one is already going to the right side. We can go over there. We can also see, we can settle here and here. I mean, we could like prefer to settle on this one to have a 2-2 base, but the reality is like we wanna, at this very moment, we just need settles to put down that have like 2-1 base. It doesn't really matter. We just want to use the space And then we're gonna help them out anyway with traders or workers from other cities. We're also soon near feudalism, and you will see something that is really big and will improve a lot of your games. Because you really need to do that actually every game, or you should do it. Let's say that you should do it probably, because it's really helpful, and it's like a kind of a, I call it a feudalism revolution, but you will see also that in some terms. Okay, so the first thing now is where does this settler go? And now, like, what's the difference between this spot, right, and this spot? How can you make out which one is more preferable? And the thing is, actually, you want one of those spots that either has more hills, right? So either here or here, it kind of looks like the same. The only difference is that this path is maybe shorter. And the other thing is, like, you want adjacency to harbor and maybe a luxury, but it's kind of the same. The only valuable asset that is left over here is that we do have a forest, and the forest could be choppable, which would give us tempo, right? But in this really scenario, this is exactly basically the same, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go to the right side just because we have a builder that could go here, and like shorter turns and give us more value, right? Okay, right now we wanna check how long do we have on feudalism. We do have 1 and probably 4 turns, so it's kind of almost around the corner. So we're gonna actually build. We can also buy the trader. We're gonna build a builder here. After we chopped out the settler, because we're gonna make that in time actually. Yeah, it's gonna be 5 turns because it's going to get more expensive, but it's okay. It will be okay. Gonna go for 1 more settler, and then we go now finish these 2, and this will be the last one. And we're gonna have this one up to be on time with this, and then we're gonna be fine. And then it should be like around the same time. So here's something that you also should do in your games, like almost always. At this very moment, this city is gonna produce a settler next turn, but it's at the very moment it's at population 7. So we are allowed to actually put down another district. So right, we can place it actually like here. And have a +3, which is really good for us. And it's also not going to be flooded because of Great Bath. So we're gonna put it down. Also note that this one is discounted, by the way, right? It's 41 production, and also these districts are also discounted, right? If we look at something that is not discounted and we look at this commercial, it's 70 production in compare, right? So don't get confused by discount. Also in later stages of the game, there's also a lot that you have to look out for. The best example is that discount that, if you haven't noticed yet, the discount is always applied in really late stage game. Like in the really late game, you will get aerodrome, right? And you will be wondering like, why the fuck is aerodrome 1 turn? Because it's always discounted. It could also cost 2 turns late in the game, but it's always 1 turn because it's so hardcore discounted, and you're just gonna, you know, get it so cheap actually. Okay. Yeah, this will be perfectly fine. Okay, we're gonna not finish the theater for sure, right? We're gonna finish the settler first. We just wanted to put it down so we could build it afterwards. Because it doesn't matter. If you place down the district, nobody's gonna like interfere, right? So at this very moment, it's crucial to not go for steer-ups here, because obviously we're gonna get the Heureka here, have the feudalism civic, we're gonna get it in 4 anyway. To get, like, there's some civics or some Heurekas you want to get and some that you don't want to get. And there's also, feudalism is one of those tricky ones, because there's like not all, like, okay, farms are basically only good if you have a watermill, or if you have like Lady of Martian Reefs, which improves floodplains with production, right? So this is one of the Heurekas, which is like not really worth it to get, because you're gonna spend 6 builder charges, right, for 6 farms. And there's like basically no reason to do it with this strategy, right? We have a lot of food income already. Like the cities are growing fine, and we're gonna chop rainforest anyway. And we don't even have space for like really good farm setup triangles, right? So in most cases, this will be sadly the case. In some game plans like Egypt or, you know, some cities like the China guys, they have a lot more like flat scenarios, but on most cities you will not really have that. Okay, so we're gonna go next. We're gonna get a settler. Also, this thing here, right? I also said it in the last video, but Diplo Quarter, just take note of it. It's really useful. You really need to get it in every game, and really not as fast as possible, but kinda as fast as possible. Like if it fits in, right? Surely you don't wanna, like, you want to go apprenticeship for sure before you go to mathematics, because you get +1 production on mines, and that's really huge. But after that, you really need that. You need that in teamers, you need that in kind of every scenario, just because it's like so much value, right? You get per turn influence points, right? We get 7 now because we finished that building in here. We got another +2, and we already got 1 envoy more. And if I have 1 more envoy than you, and I'm gonna keep up ramping more envoys, I'm gonna have control over your city state. Like, you can go Armani, sure, but if you go into Armani full force and go into like, you know, like 4 upgrades Armani, you're gonna miss out a lot of these guys and the stats that you get from them. So I'm gonna be ahead of you, and I will be taking that city state from you because I will have more culture, and I will have more guys per turn, and I will also get, you know, to like civics that give me even more envoys. So it's like really crucial to build that district, just to make that a little bit more clear. Okay, right now we can build the theater square. It also gives us 3 arrow score. I mean, we don't need it anymore. We already have Golden Age, right? But we still want to have it because we just want to put it out to get even more discounts possible, right? We have to switch this up here. We're gonna go to wheel. I mean, we could like mine a resource. We could get that, so we can also go like here. Then we're gonna take out another settler right here. So we can either do a trader, or we can go for a granary. And in this case, we're gonna go for a granary. The reason is because we have these cities, right? This has 6 from 12 living space, 5 from 9, right? 6 from 12. But the city is capped at the very moment. It's 5 from 6, and we don't have a governor title to put into that city to help it grow. And the same case is here. So we don't really have the, you know, means behind to change it at the very moment. So right now we're gonna need to go into mysticism, and then we need to do a government change next time, because this settler will finish, and this settler will be somewhat close to being 1 turn even without a card. I'm gonna go in here. We don't lock in anything and take the overflow. We could buy you actually a trader, because this city is really bad, right? Needs a lot of help. Like, right, this city would not do anything alone. Like, it needs a worker, it needs some improvement or whatever. Okay. Yeah, he sent us warning, whatever. We're gonna turn skip here. Oh, there's someone. Yeah, we need that. We're gonna turn skip. You can turn skip with shift enter, by the way, if you didn't know it. You can just force end the turn. Okay, right now we can see 1, 2, like if we place a city here, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna have another one here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and then we can have another one here. So we have two spots to, you know, wiggle, I guess. Could also go just for 2 cities on the left side, would be also okay. But I guess we're gonna just go here and take the spot up there and then another one there. Okay, right now we wanna go for this. And we wanna put in this one instead of, oh wait, we can have a look. How expensive is it? Okay, it's probably okay to just do this. Okay, we got juked because the settler got more expensive and this interface here is bugged because we pumped out a settler and the settler will be one more expensive. So with card we would have done it in one turn, but whatever. We're gonna do this here. Now we're gonna go into feudalism. We're gonna put you, then we're gonna put this guy down. Then we actually want to not finish that actually. Only because we just get 30% onto this builder at the very moment, right? And we don't need to finish the settler here. We're gonna do this. It's okay to wait it out. We're just gonna use the... Gonna take Brussels. I'm just gonna put them on auto at this point, to be honest. Okay, now we're gonna get another district, so discounting becomes a little bit harder again, right? But it's okay. Because the new cities, they only have one job, and the one job is to build either commercial or a harbor. They don't have another job, basically. Because all we need from them is to be functional for second age. As I already mentioned, we're gonna go free ink, so we're gonna need as many as we possibly can as from commercials or harbor, like adjacency bonus. And then we need also the big guild card here, plus 100% on commercial harbor adjacency bonus. Then we're gonna get a lot of signs. Okay, so now we have a lot of workers, right, that are almost finished, and we have in one turn feudalism. So now we have to tap them out in the cities where they're like almost done. And we're gonna finish something else, right? We can actually go for a library. I mean, normally, like, to get hanging gardens here would be also really good and stuff. But in normal multiplayer games, someone else would have built it by now. So I'm not gonna, you know, like, showcase a scenario which isn't viable. If you don't go for it in early phase, at some point it will be gone. Okay, so right now we got feudalism, and we get government change, and we can put in the serfdom or whatever it's called, and we get +2 on the building charges, and that's really fucking huge. So we're gonna finish the settler here, and we can put down a district actually, and we want to put down another theater district, and the only question is, which one do we want to buff more? And I guess we actually could do something else. We could go for an entertainment district right here. We could either build the entertainment district like here and then try to get Colosseum, right? And the Colosseum would be better if it's down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So we're gonna build this right there. It's also cheaper, right? It's 46 production. Theater is 78. So we still win 78. No, 30 production, sorry. Okay, we're gonna put down another city. We do have to trade it right here. The city's gonna be really quick. We're gonna put down another commercial just to lock in the price, right? Every tech makes it more expensive. We're still gonna build a builder, but we just want to put it down. Right, now we're gonna switch in every city to a builder. And then we can go for something that would help us, like construction would help us. And now is the moment where we can, like, I could go education first, actually, and try to get a resource, right? And then get a watermill to get that. But at some points, you gonna just, like, you can, like, improve to play for Heurikas and everything, but you always will miss at some point something. And that's perfectly fine. Just learn to, you know, play for them in some cases, and every civ has like other strong suits and, you know, stuff they can get more a hand of and stuff that they are not getting really like onto. Like some civs, like Mansa Musa will never build a watermill, right? Like if you're a desert tribe, you're not gonna get that Heurika. So we do have a problem right now here. We need the iron working actually. It's a little bit sad because I don't remember if there was a wood on here, so they could spawn an iron, but I mean, it's okay. We're gonna improve some fishes because we want... Oh no, we have already Celestial Navigation, already tapped it, my bad. But we could have gotten that Heurika as well. So the harbor right here is also cheaper, really great for us, right? Also discount, we're gonna finish that first. Okay, now we found another new city-state. Buenos Aires. Okay, we're just gonna ask for open borders. Give him one of these. We're gonna have another one improved anyway. Gonna go over there. Okay, so we don't have a shop right here, but we can move on to this at least. So we are closer to that hill. Gonna make the trade route. We can put down the harbor right here. See, the harbor is actually not cheaper anymore. The interface tells us that it's cheaper, but we place the cheaper one up there. So it's actually betraying us, basically. So the question is right now, how many districts do I need personally to get this harbor discounted? And is that worth it to wait that out? And the thing is, we only have one district coming up here, right? And we probably don't have enough because we already researched bronze working right here. So if we have a look, there is nothing cheaper at the very moment. So we are even under the rule. Like we are under the amount that we need to get one discounted, like the first one of any kind. So at this moment, I prefer to place the harbors because I do want to get the cheaper production, even if it's like, right, I will tech like 2 techs and it will be 2 production in next turn, right? Because I need civil service and I need education, and this one's gonna be at 80 production next turn, and I don't want that. I want to at least save those 2 production. It's okay, we got one discounted over here. See, it's fine. So right now we don't wanna finish that, right? We wanna finish the workers. Because these cities, like the workers cheaper than the harbor, and if we put down mines and everything else, then it's gonna be fine. They just need to grow, and the most useful thing that I can get from them is a worker, basically. Okay. Now we can chop into this one. I want this city to grow faster. And this city will grow also because we still have like food shops. It's okay. They are now on the like same height, right? And we're gonna chop this. I'm gonna get this one. And here, now it's 7 from the chop. See, the interface doesn't move, but if I do like this, then we see the new food. That's why it was confusing in the interface before. Okay, right here we want to do this actually. Because this city doesn't have actually a commercial, right? It discounted us campus and the Diplo quarter. So right now we're just gonna, like, at some point there's a library that's worth it, but in this very case we don't have any blue CS, right? So to go for a library for 45 production for only 2 signs feels kind of meh. Feels really, like, I would prefer to get a builder personally, but you have to, you know, adjust to, like, if I would find in a game like triple blue CS, I would always rush library, right? Because every library gets 5 signs, and 5 signs is like a lot. Like, it's really a lot. Like, we're gonna finish this here because just like it's Pingala, so we also get like 2.25 from it, and we already put down a turn into it, so it doesn't like really matter. But we still need more builders. I'm gonna do this, and I mean, the yields are not great, but they still give me more than whatever the rest gives me. Okay, right now we wanna get everything into builders because we need to improve everything, right? So right now we do have it on 7. We can place a new district, and now it's the question, like, see, like, we could discount encampment here, we could discount industrial zone. The really cool thing is here we do have aqueduct industrial setup here with a horse, so we're gonna actually go for that. We're gonna still go into this, and go into the mines. Now we do have second age, and now we come to the options, right? So as a normal civ, you will never go monumentality unless you're a full faith civ, right? So we ain't that. We're fucking Cree, we are trader civ. We already had pan Russian voice. We do not really have high culture at the very moment, but it's okay. We do have setups. We have theaters. There's still writers coming up. I mean, there's nobody going for it. If it was a multiplayer game, I would do a project here already. Would have done a project already to just secure a writer or 2. Just because you need them. Because actually, you know, you can get +3 adjacency bonus, but 1 book gives you 4 culture. So a book is actually bigger than whatever you're gonna build, right? So it's a lot of great people control that you need, basically. Gonna do another builder here. Okay, back to the decision. So I already talked about free ink, and we're gonna go for this one here. Eureka's provide an additional 10% of technology costs. Commercial hubs and harbors districts. Gold adjacency bonus provides science as well. And this is what we want to have, right? We go for this. We do have 55 science at this very moment. And next turn we're gonna get guilds. And that's why it's really important to have a lot of districts in the first era to get to guilds. You want to have the guild card. You need it. Like, it's just crucial. Oh wow, I got juked. I wanted to go like this. My bad. Also really tricky sometimes the pathfinding in this game, by the way. Okay, we're just gonna put down another harbor, right? Go into builder. Basically we are building actually a builder everywhere, right? So everything's good, and we're gonna get guilds, and it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna make them auto. Just auto. Like, okay, we could go for something like Jade, right? Or is it Amber? I think it's Amber, right? It's Amber actually. My bad. So this one is actually bugged, by the way. Just that you know, the +4 gold doesn't apply actually. The only thing you do get from this one is +1 trade capacity. I don't know why they don't fix it or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so it became Amber, and we got 1 trade capacity, right? We have 6 on 7. So that's actually really helping. Gonna chop out. So we want to get onto the mines actually, right? Like this one. I want to upgrade the amber since there was the sword and it just gives us the duplicates, right? Gonna go for lighthouse because we want obviously or quite obviously a new trader from that thing. We're gonna go into actually projecting now. So this would be a theater project, right? And the thing is, we do need to get more writers, and we do have a lot of open spaces. And since we don't, we are not in pen and brush anymore. We only have 46 culture left, so it's kind of low. And right here we get, and we did go for ink, right? So we don't have to care as much about science at the very moment because we already buffed that part. Now we're gonna go for this commercial card, and we're gonna get another 11 science. And this is gonna be a lot more when we finish a lot of these districts we do have around here. Oh, this was a bad movement basically, because put this down right here. Okay, so we can go for. So right now, what do you want to do? Like, this is mid-game choices right now. So if you either you have really free sim and you can be really greedy and go for industrialization, but you have to know you die to everyone that goes to Cuirassiers. You just plain die. The thing I mostly do personally is I go to something like here to get Niter up, to be not that obvious about it. Whatever I do, I go and get Niter up, so they don't know if I go for musket man or do go up here or not. I mean, you still can see stuff, right? Because, I mean, they could actually check my queries or something, you know, scout my country, and could see if I do have that tag or not. But as long as I have Niter at least, I'm gonna be quite fine. So we already did see that we need an aqueduct actually for this. Harika. There we go, another scientist. We're gonna go for another gov title right here, and then we're gonna go into the first government. The first bigger new government. Now we do have our 3 guys, and what is the most valuable upgrade right now? So there are a lot of choices in some kind of ways. If you have a really good neighbor, let's imagine there's a Wilhelmina and you have an alliance, right? And you want to get traders up, you could go for Reina and say, I'm gonna go external trade earlier, because that would be the thing normally that we would want to do next age. But you could also go earlier if the trades are really good. And one of these cases would be something like Netherlands, right? But in a lot of the cases, you only gonna get 6 gold and 1 science for like an early alliance trader. So it's not really worth it, especially on Cree. So we're gonna take something that it helps us way more. And the thing that helps us the most would be this. Because we're gonna get a lot of more growth in our capital, and settlers gonna get 1 movement, that's also fine. But the biggest thing is we're gonna get +2 extra food, right? So at the very moment we already have 4 food and 5 production. So with this upgrade we're gonna make the cities explode, right? So these cities gonna grow a lot more. This city, like every city that has a trader basically, to our capital. Also this city, you know, it will also like, if I send this trader, it will like be instant population 2, and we will just gain momentum and tempo, you know, and be faster than someone who didn't choose it, basically. Okay, so now we can go for an arena here, because we want to go for a wonder. The wonder is especially expensive, so we do need way more mines right here. See, the trader gives 6 food, and the city gonna be 1 turn to pop 2. Like it's disgustingly good. So we do have a new writer. He's gonna give us a book. A book gives us 4 culture. I want to have my writers. If I have only some books, right? You always want to have the theater square, obviously, in your Moksha city, where you get buff on culture. Like, remember, there's plus 15% culture, and we want to give that city as much culture as possible. And there's also ways to do it with like certain wonders. Like, you could go for like Great Library here, +2 Great Works of writing slots, and stuff like that really helps you in a city. Or like Apadana. The problem with Apadana is it can be only built in your capital, right? So there's also like situations where you want to go Magnus in another city and go Moksha in cap. But the thing is, with Government Plaza, it depends also where you build your Government Plaza and where you have shops and everything. Like, there's a lot to it. The thing with Government Plaza is, if you can look up every district right here, right? And then you see domestic destination, +1 food, +1 production. So it's actually kind of huge for your internal traders to have Government Plaza in that city where you send all your Magnus traders to. So there's like a discussion happening about it. Like, if you like, okay, like, we are not a culture civ, right? But on culture civs, there's a way to go Moksha in capital, right? And you want to get Apadana and a lot of wonders, and you also want to get Government Plaza in your cap, because you can actually later build a building that also has 4 slots, which is really huge to have another 4 slots on a Moksha. But that's something for another video. We're gonna build the market first. You already see, like, it gives +6 gold, by the way, already, because we do have Samarkand one envoy, Venice one envoy. So we actually ramping really up in the gold department, right? We can also buy stuff like to help out a granary right out there or something. We can just help these cities. So we finished the builder, right? And the harbor's gonna be fine. We do not have the trade route actually to fulfill this, so we need to wait 2 turns. I don't know why. Does the city not have a trade already? Did we get a trader from Hut? No, the city doesn't have a trader yet. Okay. That's okay. We are over here. Get a storm. We have here chop. We want to secure more writers, right? They are at 60 cost now. Not because anyone took them, because nobody took them. The 30... Like, okay, in first age, a writer costs 30 points. In second age, it costs 60 points. If you take every writer that costs 30 points in the first era, then the next one's gonna be 75 instead of 60 until there's a new era. So you can project, but it comes with a price, right? So we still want to project here and just get our stuff filled up, right? Because we are low on culture and the stuff is gonna, like, the tax behind here, obviously they get way more expensive, right? And there's also a Heureka that is also like if we get a great artist, we also gonna get a whole chunk of culture again. Okay, right now we can see this, and then we want to lock down something like this campus. So there's a discussion like, do I place it here? Do I want production, or do I want a worker to get onto the cheap? There's like different scenarios. You could also say, like, is it worth to chop out a builder here? Probably it would be, but we're just gonna be greedy and go for the science first, and we're gonna also put down that. That's your like different playstyle. You can do how you can like experiment with that. What do you want? Tempo? Do you want production tempo, I would call it, right? So right now we got a new governor title, and I actually want to take someone that helps us some way. So I want to take Reina to get something put up for like a external trade route. Normally there would be someone right here spawning, but we have only one AI in the game, so we will probably not be able to do like really alliance trading, but we'll see. Okay, we're gonna go for banking just because it's the next improvement for our commercials, and then we're gonna go for super sim and go for industrialization. We could also go for machinery here. Here's a really good wonder. Kiliwa Kisivani. It's really good if you have double science state or double culture. Sorry. I need something to drink. Okay, better. Okay. So I actually don't want to move here. I want to go into that because that's gonna become a mine. I'm gonna buy you some decent space. Oh, did we have a important government change? No. Okay. So we can do the unique improvement there. We're gonna chop this out, and right now we can go for Colosseum. So Colosseum is especially one of the wonders that is like over the top. Like it's really strong. So we're gonna get 1 culture, +2 loyalty. That's, I mean, it's okay. We don't need it in most cases. But we're gonna get +2 amenities for each city center within 6 tiles. And that's actually a lot. So we're gonna buff this city, this city, this city. We probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We sadly gonna miss this one, but we're gonna buff this one as well. We're gonna buff this one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna buff this one, and we're gonna buff this one, and maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I should have placed this one here just to get Colosseum buff. My bad. So you can actually get a lot of cities to get a lot of amenities, and the amenities gonna give you a lot here. So for people that are new to amenities, what do amenities do? You can check here on your city details, and then you can go under amenities, and if you have plus amenities, you're gonna get a bonus. And the bonus is 10% of your citizens' growth, and you get non-food use. But the thing that you also gonna get is you're gonna get 10% more of your stats, like non-food yields, right? So you're gonna get actually everything. You're also gonna get culture, and you're also gonna get, like, if I look at this, right? Science, we're gonna get +10%, +1.4 from amenities, just from amenities. So it's really important to actually, you know, go into your neighbors, make a deal, check what do they have, can we do have a trade, and trade these, right? And then you're gonna get new amenities. Okay, we actually lost one because Amber counts 2. Damn. But hilarious. But it's okay. So you're gonna need to improve your amenities, and the thing that is like the most valuable about it is you want to get to +5 actually, and not only +4. And you're gonna get another buff. We will see it in a short time. If I get the Colosseum, we will have it, I think. Oh, we don't have the money for this yet. It's okay. We're just gonna wait 1 turn. We're gonna do the library because it's like 1 turn. Gonna go here, put down our unique district, unique improvement. It's also pretty good, by the way. Okay, now we do have another guy. I don't want to upgrade her or anything. I just want to pick someone that I can put down into a city to help it grow, right? Because every city gets living space and amenities. So I'm not gonna kill these 2. I could kill these for this, right? I could also kill it for this, but there's already a lot of flat tiles, so we do actually need 2 sawmills here. I did chop this away because there will be a district for, like, pretty sure there will be something, aqueduct or whatever. UK theater maybe, who knows, or airport or whatever later maybe. Okay, right now we could get like 2 gullies after banking, and then we would need a classical or era later wonder. I mean, we can get that. We could also go like this because we will never get military tactics. And then actually, you want to get this here, shipyard, really, like a lot of games where you're like a harbor. And right now we also have like some harbors, and they all need it as well. Okay, we're gonna do this. Right. Oh, that was a sad move, because there's gonna be a campus on this, so we don't need to improve this really. Okay, right here, I wanna go actually for this. It's really expensive wonder, but it's worth it. Okay, right now I'm doing also a mistake, because we still need a lot more workers actually. Like we need really a ton more. I'm gonna have this city here more. I would like to chop it, but I need the mine first here, because that city is like useless at this point or very moment. Okay, we're gonna get this, because this is a wood shop and it gives us more. Okay, now we got a new government. We're gonna swap into that. That gives us also error score. We already have like great cards, like we get 30 signs from free ink at the moment. That's just okay. You can get more, but we don't have to like right, if these cities had like river setup, we could get some more, because the card would work on the stuff. We now need to, we could get like here the harbor card and also buff that, but then we need also exploration. So it's like a drawback to it, because we can't, we also need the worker card. Okay, we can put down this one. This is gonna be +4, so this will give us error score, and it's another district for, you know, our discount. We have a new district right here unlocked, by the way, so we need to place it as well. We're gonna go for a big wonder here, right? Now we do have +4, +4, +4, so we actually need one more lux, I believe. We're gonna go down, upgrade the fish just for the extra lux, just because I wanna see it. I'm gonna wait here, don't have the money. We're gonna go down to builder. Oh no, we can do something more important. Can go do this, go this and this. So you need to keep up on the traders. This, I need to, like this yield is actually from the city, but we need to trade it. So that's okay. Okay, we're gonna put down a Seda square actually. Sadly gonna be here, but it's just what it is. Oh, I don't want a university actually. I do want to get more books. We do need some more books first. And we do have a campus right here. We just place it right. We're gonna build the market because we need a trader. Oh, we finally found a blue CS. That's really good. Oh, we're gonna put this in. We're gonna have a lot more science. Right, so the libraries are really getting worth it now, because let's look at library. Since we found that, we get +3 now and +4 on the university, because it's also buffed. Yeah, and the consulate building here, right? This one should also get something. No, where's the consulate building? I think it's coming up. No, we already have it. Okay, yeah. Okay. So right now we would need an alliance. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna give it to us, so we can't really get it to Eureka, but you will normally always get it. So we're gonna first finish exploration, go for the harbor card, and then put it in to get even more science. Or we really need the science at this moment, because we wanna get somewhere where we can get even more, basically. Okay, we're gonna put down an industrial right here, and then we're gonna chop this and put down an aqueduct. We can put down this improvement. Okay. So right now we need to go for one other Eureka, and this is industrialization Eureka. It's pretty easy to get, right? I mean, 2 workshops, pretty straightforward. We do have this one, we do have this one. We need an encampment somewhere to get an armory. And we also need 2 banks. I could also, at this very moment, okay, so let's summarize what we did, right? We built some settlers, and we are now at a stage where we do have 3, 6, 9, 10. So actually we could go for 2 more settlers, because okay, so amenities in this game work in pairs of 4. So if you get 1 amenity, it counts for 4 cities. So we can still put down a really good Colosseum city right here. It's gonna be buffed here too. It's gonna give us culture just from placing it, and then we can get 1 more city, like either we kill Brussels or we go over here and just put down something for Liang, maybe, you know, like here, a Liang city, like forward. Or we just, like, if there was a neighbor here, I would go for a settler over here. Also, okay. We're gonna buy that, make that to a sawmill, because the city just needs it. Okay, we have met a Johannesburg right here, so we can actually go for this card. We're already getting 10 here, but we don't need the culture this very moment. Can go for the industrial card, get 4 production. We got Johannesburg. Now we should. Now we still at +4. So we need something. We need some other type of luxury. Maybe we need to lock in something. So we could go for Chichen Itza actually on this spawn, right? We do still have a lot of rainforest. So we can go like up here, go for Chichen Itza. I mean, we chopped already some of it. That's okay. We're gonna have down this city. Then we're gonna build harbor. This city is already pop 4, but doesn't have like really. Oh no, it already has a trader. Okay, we can swap this over here. Go here, we get another book. We're gonna fill this. Right. Okay. So now we do have a lot of envoys, by the way. Right. We already also get 10.5 influence points per turn. So that's quite good. Or I would say normal. There are some civs that get more, but you're not one of them. Okay, so we're gonna go for a campus right here, or maybe even 1 more builder. Gonna go 1 more builder, and we're gonna buy a granary because that city, you know, is at its limit. I can't chop this one. That is my bad. Gonna get another book. Go up here. I mean, if Harley-Canossus is still open, it can be the case at turn 60. Shouldn't be, but it can be. We could take it. It's a good wonder. We build a bank. Why do we build banks? Because we also need 2 banks right here for economics later. Also, they give a lot of value. Right here we're gonna build that workshop, right? Also, that industrial, by the way, was discounted again, I believe. We can do 2 into Buenos Aires. Doesn't like, okay, like the AI is not gonna contest really, right? So we're just gonna take everything. Oh, the city also has a trade already? Interesting. Oh yeah, actually I did buy a trader there. So we do actually have 1 more trader and we do have cities. No, this city doesn't have a trader. Okay. Never mind. But we should have one more trader in cities. So we actually do need 2 more settlers. So right now we're gonna go into industrialization, right? We do have every Heureka, build a lumber mill. We have a killer unit with a musketman. We won't get this, like, unless we attack the city-state or another player. That's okay. I'm gonna get some other guys. I'm just gonna take him. He's pointless for us. He only buffs holy sites. It's okay. We get 100 gold, 1 envoy. That's also okay. We're gonna get that insane trade route. So the difference is, I could have built a commercial first, right? And wait like 20 turns until it's finished. But then the city would still be shit. But after I have this guy here, now I have these workers here, the city is just fine, you know what I mean? We're gonna go for an encampment, because we do need an armory, right? Remember? We can go for something like I need to get that aqueduct in here, so we do need a builder. And then I do want to get... we can discount another district here, and we do want another encampment. Maybe in that choke point right there. Oh, there's a Zanzibar. We still have the +2 card for invoicing, so we're gonna put in 1 and get 2, right? Because that's the first one. Then we could use this, and now I can show you. We have +6. Our stats also updated immediately. I don't remember what they were for, but you can go 10 seconds back and look at them. And if we look at this, we get +20% from amenities, so that's 3.6. We also get it on production, like it's 7.7. We don't get it on food, but we do get it like on culture, also 2.2. And this also plays a big role on cities like Moksha and Pingala. See, like it's here, it's a lot more, 6.4, and here it's actually 6.8 on science. So you want to have these cities that, like, that's why your first 2 or first 3 cities have to be like really in good positions. You have to like really, you know, see the big picture here on that spawn. And there are spawns where there's like really bad scenarios, and then you have to like really figure out what's the most effective way for you to, you know, help yourself. Like in some cases, maybe you're gonna have a crazy spawn, right? And you don't really have a lot of cities, and you can't go for like a good Magnus because you don't need as many settlers. You don't need this buff, right? You could also play it for something like Pingala 3 and go for shared knowledge and do domestic trade routes that gives you +3 science, and then try to kill another player or something, right? So, oh, we should have killed that cow because that's our campus, my bad. So there's a lot of different scenarios where you can adjust your playstyle to your scenario. Yeah, adjust the playstyle to the land that you have, right? And that's what's making the fun for me personally, to be creative about it. Okay, so we got a new government. So we don't go theocracy because this is gonna give 15% discount on purchase with faith, and we never buy faith stuff, but we're gonna need these 15% production towards districts, and we also get +10% gold in all cities with an established governor. And remember, we played for 2 extra governors right here, right? We're already playing for governors in every city, so this is really good for us. And the next, like, when do we get the next government, right? We're gonna get it like behind here, so we're gonna have a long time in this government, so it's really valuable to get it. And we can also get these 7 harbor adjacencies, so that's another 7 signs. Or we could say, okay, maybe that's not worth it, we don't need the extra signs, we actually take the 14. Gonna put back in the envoy card. We still need the worker card, And we could also go say like, okay, the industrial zone card is not worth it here. I want to build troops. I'm gonna put something in. At this very moment, I don't want to build troops. I want to get my workers ready. I do like need to actually get my wall up. Like, okay, there's another point. Like your garrison defense strength, like really important. So if there would be like 3 horses at my border, the 3 horses could still kill my city here, full kill it in one turn. So this is really dangerous. To stop this, you need to actually get troops that update your defensive, right? So a horseman makes your defensive to 30. So if there's a horse now coming, it can't one-shot my city. It needs 5 attacks, so it will die to my city. It's gonna also heal, so he needs at least 5 horses and needs all of them to slam, and then it's, I think, gone, something around that. But it's still a lot more than he needs before. So to be even more defensive, we want to upgrade that wall even further, and we're gonna get a knight. So knight's gonna upgrade this wall to 48, right? And see the difference? In a city where I do have a unit, the stats gonna go up, right? So I do have a 50 right here. And I do have a 42 here, and I don't know actually why. I think because it's interface bugged, maybe. I don't know. It's interface bugged, but we'll see next turn. Or it's because of the horsing. But I don't think your wall never gets worse. Like, even if you have a unit that's not from this age in your city, it's not gonna be, you know, not gonna make your city less defensible. See? Yeah, so it's upgraded to 42, I think. I think it's... No, it didn't upgrade. Actually, didn't upgrade. Is it 40? Ah, okay, base strength is 40. Okay, then it's fine, I guess. Maybe it's something with pop also, because I don't know why this is 51 and this is 48. Maybe some of you guys can tell me. I don't know everything, but I know a lot of the game, but I don't know why this is particularly the case here. Okay, we're gonna build an armory, because we want to go into gunpowder really quick. We're already at industrialization. We have a lot of science, by the way. Right, we have good stats, we have good game. That's why I would also advise you to play Creep personally. Play it, have fun with it. It's a cool civ, you're gonna learn a lot, I believe. We're gonna build theater here, then we're gonna build entertainment theater. So we do have a little bit of a setup. But it's gonna be a long time until the city actually builds something, because we're gonna prioritize the campus. We're gonna go for another campus right here, university, because we also need W university, but we already have it, I guess. There we do have another science commercials here. It also gives us 6, so it's really huge. There's gonna be another one finished in harbor. Another harbor here, and the age is still going 6 turns, so we're gonna get some points out of it. So we also get a lot of gold, if you noticed. So now we have Chichen Itza. Now all these rainforests get buffed. The only thing that we really need right now is mercantilismos, because we then can improve it with sawmills, and then it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really, really good. I can just put it down here actually. We're gonna go campus in every city, because we firstly need science, and I mean, we do need to do more theater projects. Dear Lord. The thing is, I had to chop it away because the aqueduct just gives too much production, and this city will also put down another industrial next to it, and it's gonna be at least a +2 then. Gonna be probably +3. I'm not gonna put it down, because I'm gonna go over here and kill that stone and put down a theater, because it's actually has neighbor bonus. I'm just gonna put down some project because we do have a lot of unused potential still here. Oh, there's coal. Okay. So we built some more wonders. We, you know, did go for something useful like Colosseum. Like obviously you won't get every wonder in a contested game, right? But you will get some. There's always a risk. It's okay. So right now we want to go for gunpowder, and then we do want to go up here and go into labs or into killing someone. So the thing is, before we could have pushed with cuirassiers. Right now we do have the possibility to also go for tanks and then push someone with tanks, or we go for research labs, right? So we do need something from this. I need this. We're gonna buy this actually, and then we're gonna build this guy. Then we do have another theater square here. We do need to build the shipyard first because the shipyard is actually pretty broken. It gives us +3 production. It actually gives you on every tile, like, how do you say, coastal tile that is low water, I guess, not deep water, you're gonna get 1 production, and also your neighborhood bonus, right, from this harbor gonna be equally production. So the thing is, that's also getting multiplied, I believe, by the harbor card, which we don't have in at the very moment, but we could put that in, obviously. So we could actually go for some more quick science right here and ignore some culture, or ignore the workers for a moment. So we don't have a worker finishing anyway. No, we do not have it. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna like, I want a +2, but I don't want to lose a mine actually, but whatever. Okay, so this would be normally the point where I would, like this trader, I would normally want to send it to Spain to get like, to go for something like this Heureka here. Have a level 2 alliance. So that would be really good on us. So now we do need this, and then we do get the Enlightenment. And then we're gonna get the Heureka for this stuff. So we're gonna first tag these 2, and then we're gonna tag this. We can look out, we can get 2 crossbowmen, we can get 2 trebuchets. We just need to change something. We're gonna build these military engineers. Because A, they're gonna give us a Heureka for cuirassiers, and B, they gonna we're gonna go for 1 more theater.
Steck.
That's okay, we're gonna buy this right here. Ah, we got the artist. Okay, that's super cool. That also gave us something from the Heureka. Gonna build the encampment first. Oh, I can put down... Actually can chop this and also do the setup like this, and then do double entertainment like this. Gonna go over here. Gonna put that down. I chopped the food so I would get another district. We can either go industrial here or something else. In this case, I would like to go this. because there's like Chichen Itza, and we're gonna build something here, right? And we can build another thing here. So this should be a Magnus shop, which is really huge. Or we can actually buy this. Go art museum. So we have 2 more turns left in this age. The riders are still at 60, so we're gonna take some more because they get more expensive. Gonna use them. So if you're like lazy like me, you can also like swap them around like this, and the guy can still, you know, do it in this turn, so it's really good. So for music, you can also only do music in your capital, because that can hold to every piece of art. So to have a place for musicians thing, we would need a wonder like a Padana or something bigger. We're gonna go art museum. It's a Eureka as well. We're gonna go Archaeology museum, whatever. We're gonna do that as well. I'm gonna swap this. Then we do have an entertainment. We're gonna put it down here. Then we can head this city out. I'm gonna go here for Archaeology museum, whatever it's called, because it's here, right? Natural history, and here's art museum. So we're gonna get a lot of Eureka's again. Then we have everything buffed. The next big change is gonna be here, where we get plus 30% towards builders and neutral builders. It's like the second feudalism, and we're gonna use it and then build a whole new charge of builders to actually upgrade everything that's left, right? Okay, we can just chop this. So we need to wait actually until we get the thing. I remember the sawmill. Yeah, we're gonna get it next time. So right now we are already probably relatively close to a culture win, because the Prince AI really has problems with our stats, and that's okay. Sometimes you want to project someone like him, right? In multiplayer game you need to do it. You won't get it for free unless you project. You can take like everything. You can also faith buy here from the faith we gathered. Then we need to actually improve a lot of how do you say, rainforest tiles. Gonna give this to the trader. Can move in. Just put another one. And we can go here. We do not have a space at this very moment, but we're gonna get up 2 more theaters, so that's pretty big. We can like swap this, put this down, get the lighthouse. We can get like something is like of value like this, right? Or the trader would have been also really valuable. I mean, now we're just overshooting, right? Like, I would like to go external trade to Madrid, but I don't think we don't have a trade route in, so it's too far. Doesn't really matter at this point, but it's okay. So we're gonna put this aqueduct down, so this industrial is like super buffed. Okay, now we can go like for one of these, right? We also need like this because this gives a new government plaza. It gives us a new governor title. So the game is like almost so the AI will lose now in like some turns because we have such a gonna culture win just over it. That's okay. But I hope you understood the second age, and see now we dropped in science, right? We lost a lot of science. Basically we lost over 50, I think. And then we're gonna go and call this part 2 here. And now we're gonna go into like late game game plan, right? We are here at industrial area already. We want to get to here or to tanks. Like it's either one of these basically. If you go for culture, you maybe want to go here, but it's really dangerous also. So we are basically safe and will not be killed if we get to infantry, because infantry can stop tanks in some cases, but you need to get to infantry. And so there's also like this hierarchy, we ignored it. It's hard to do because we didn't have enough culture, right? Because neighborhood is here, so that's okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna call this part 2 right here. So I'm maybe gonna do a part 3 just to see how the end looks. You can start to build railroads, right, to your enemies or whatever, and start preparing for a push. And we're gonna like go into reform the coinage normally and do like external alliance trades. But that's like something. So first, for your future games, you wanna get down the first 2 ages, like they're really important. If you ever miss first golden age, don't worry about it. Just go for commercials, go for a little bit campus, try to survive, and then go for that really big second age. You always can come back with second age free ink. If you just hit, you know, like if you have your trade routes, you know, never gonna be useless. Like Magnus traders are really huge. The only thing that you're gonna really miss out on is like the culture thing. So you really need to find a way, and if you miss first golden, you just need to get to guilds somehow, or at least get there in the second age really quick, you know? Like you need to get theaters down at some point, and you need to get writers faster, and you need moksha really quick. If you can already see like turn 10 or turn 12, right? Oh, it's looking really dark. I'm not gonna hit golden age here. You already need to prepare. Like you're gonna say, okay, maybe we go moksha first. We go moksha 2, and then we're gonna play Magnus, and the first trader's gonna be without Magnus, but it's okay. We're gonna have moksha, and we're gonna have some early culture at least, and then you're gonna build some monuments, right, and help yourself out and get these 2 culture monuments, and then you can still make it and still be useful. Surely there's a difference. If you miss golden, it's never gonna be like without any, you know, consequence, but you can still be able to be useful in the game and maybe have an angle to take someone down. Because you can, with a big free ink, you can also go for war, right? You are not forced to. Like you can go into cuirassiers and try to kill someone. So if you're wondering how to war, we're gonna go for that in the next video maybe, because I also need to get the point down how to do pre-builds, how to prepare for a war, which units you want to push with. It's also different on Civ to Civ, but in most cases there's like some general stuff that you can do. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it helped you. And yeah, maybe see you in the next one, or see you in my Twitch chat. I'm basically every evening playing Civ, so see ya. Goodbye.